Good afternoon, welcome to Today in the NA. I'm Vinny Paracelli. We're so glad to have you with us. The NAHL Top Prospects Tournament wrapped up just over a week ago and the commitments are flying in. Let's show you who's making their college hockey plans. Seamus Campbell is committed to Quinnipiac University. The forward has played in 4 games for Springfield, logging a goal and an assist. He primarily plays for the St. Louis Junior Blues of the NA3HL. He was on the NHL Central Scouting Midterm Rankings and played on the NA side of the tournament. He had an assist in 2 games in Attleboro. The leading scorer for the Lone Star Brahmas, Matt Guerra, has announced his commitment to Robert Morris. The forward has 16 goals and 57 points. He has 10 points in his last 4 games, and he had 3 assists in 2 games at Top Prospects. Cooper Haar of the Aberdeen Wings will be playing college hockey at Canisius College. In this, his 3rd NAHL season, Haar has 17 goals and 42 points. He also had 3 assists at last week's event. Shreveport's Tim Koklachev has committed to American International College. The Russian forward has 11 goals and 31 points this season. He was tied for the 2nd most points at last week's event as he logged a goal and 3 helpers. Then we've got a trio of New Jersey Titans that made commitments. Joe Nagel will attend the University of New Hampshire. After playing 3.5 years with the Northeast Generals, Nagel was traded to New Jersey. This season he has 3 goals and 23 points on the year. In his NAHL career, Nagel has 6 goals and 53 points in 149 games. One of his new teammates is going to be his future teammate as well, as Cade Penny will be joining Nagel in New Hampshire. Penny was also a member of the East Division team last week. For the season, Penny has 4 goals and 26 points. Last but not least is goaltender Patrick Puglisi. The Pasadena, California native will be attending Niagara University. Puglisi is 24-5-1 this year for the Titans, sporting a .295 goals against average and a .911 save percentage to go with a shutout. He gave up just 2 goals in 60 minutes last week to help the East Division go 2-0. With just over a month remaining in the regular season, let's take a look at the standings. Starting in the Central Division, the Aberdeen Wings are closing in on a playoff spot. They have a 7-point lead over Bismarck. Minot and Austin tied in the middle, while Minnesota is on the outside looking in. They are 8 points back with 12 games to play. In the East, the New Jersey Titans are the only team to have secured a playoff spot to date. The Tomahawks are off this weekend, but could clinch their spot with some help. Wilkes-Barre Scranton appears to be destined for that 3 seed, but the final spot is up in the air. 4 teams are separated by 3 points. So that will make it for some exciting weekends in March. In the Midwest, Fairbanks is closing in another regular season division title. Chippewa and Kenai River look safe. It'll be Chippewa's first postseason appearance in team history, while the Brown Bears could be playing playoff hockey for the first time since 2014. Janesville and the Magicians are tied for the final playoff spot. The Jets do have the game in hand. They also play each other on the final weekend of the regular season. Finally, in the South, not much drama here, as all 4 playoff tickets have been punched. Amarillo and Lone Star will battle for the number 1 seed, while Topeka and Shreveport will go head-to-head for the number 3 seed. How about some highlights from yesterday? New Jersey traveling to Wilkes-Barre Scranton to take on the Knights. Jake LaRusso is going to walk in untouched and fire the shot past Zach Stachel. That would give the Titans a 2-1 lead after 1. Game now tied. Johnny Kaljian with his 16th of the season. That puts the Knights ahead 3-2. Archer Turansky would add another, and that would be the eventual game winner as the Titans would make it close. The Knights grab a 4-3 victory as Stachel makes 32 saves. Coming up this weekend, Maryland and Jamestown are tied for the final spot in the East, like we mentioned earlier, and this weekend they go head-to-head. These 2 teams are going in opposite directions. Maryland is plummeting as they are 2-8 in their last 10. Jamestown is coming off a huge sweep from New Jersey and are 7-3 over their past 10 games. Kind of a light weekend in the NAHL, only 21 games on the docket. Watch them all live on Hockey TV or follow along on NHL.com. Follow the North American Hockey League on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube to stay up to date on your favorite team. That's all for this edition of Today in the NA. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Vinny Paracelli, and we'll see you next week.